terms of like when you put the media out about this, put the media out about that, and sort of have it part of the philanthropic type of thing that you're doing, and put it all together. So I put that out. I don't know exactly what's going to happen. I don't know if they're even going to agree to it. But the point I'm trying to make is that I have known the value of 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 promotion. All right, I know the value of promotion. I know how to do this, and I know that if people knew about both my work and in particular if they knew about Richard's work, and
Yep.
you put it out there in the regular context, what Omari is going through, he wouldn't even have to go through this. There would already be people calling. He would have the stacks of money in his hand already. We need to get the word out about this.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say, fellas. We need to get the word out about
Right,
this.
right.
Sure.
That's agreed.
Okay?
So, but and I guess Greg, you and I maybe can have a call outside of this one because we're approaching the 2 hour mark.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
On what the conversations that I'm having, who I've been speaking to. I'm very, very close with the DSLBD down in Washington. Very, very close. And why we are going with the private sector to fund this operation naturally because public dollars take too long to move. But where, what the next steps are, right? So we have to speak about how we're going to approach this marketing campaign
Hmm.
because it's just again conversation after conversation, VCs, trust funds. I haven't met an angel yet, but the conversations are we're getting closer. Right, we have some commitments. Nothing has come through the door yet. Speaking with farmers, I don't want to spend too much time on that, but that's the reason why I mention it now, right? Because um, I feel like the fate of all of us, sort of rests on the shoulders of building this agropod, right? We have to do it.
Gotta be done.
Um, so much is riding on it, and like we need action on how to raise money. That's
Hmm.
what we need. And my emphasis and my goal, and the reason why I'm pushing this so much now is because we need all hands on deck. So we have a network here of people, even if we're not coming up out of our own pockets to put money into this pot, right? We each have a network that's separate from everybody else on the phone, right? We all know people that one or the other person doesn't know, and we don't know who has money or who's willing to invest and who isn't. You just it's sort of like I've raised money before for a company, and the process is arduous. The difference with this one is we're building a proof of concept. So the technology itself, there's nowhere to point to it and say, oh, it's there. I see it. Right. It's very much like this is what we're going to do based on what we, this technology and based on that. Right. So it's a different sort of pitch. However, it doesn't mean it can't be done. We got to get the money now, right? I have another conversation at 5 p.m. today with another trust fund management company. So the conversations are happening. We're figuring out a combination of debt to equity strategy. That's the reason why I mentioned what I mentioned before with the cryptocurrencies. We're not against that. It's just that understanding that we would be doing that transaction would have to be denominated in U.S. currency, which means there would be a tax on the realization of that. But let's talk about it. If you know people, if you're in marketing, you have connections, utilize the connections because if we can tether your technology to our technology to get this off the ground, then we all grow collectively, right? And we can build this. No, up to this point, we haven't built a structure.
Yeah.
Every conversation we have is based on the theory
Right.
that this is going to be built, right? That's
Yeah.
that's when we approach people with that concept. So
Hmm.
if you are even remotely connected to this network, your focus should be the same as my focus, as Dan's focus, Alfred, Richard, which is to build a agropod ASAP. Because nothing happens if that doesn't happen, and we are ready. Right? Dan, Alfred, and Ed, they're professionals. These guys are the best at what they do. So we can build it. Doesn't matter what it is, we can build it. I have full faith that we can build anything. So we're going to build it. Right? It's not a matter of are we. We're going to do it. Worst case scenario. I put the 50K and somehow we just build a structure. We don't, raise the land, but we just parcel out a little land and put up the structure for 50 grand if that's what we have to do. But no matter what, this is going to be done, right? That's a guarantee. It's just about how soon can we do that, right? We had, we're in February 2021. So time is, you know, time is I don't want to say it's working against us, but there's a sense of urgency here for us to get things done. So I say that to say, if you'd like to talk out after this call, or at any time, in relation to what I've been doing and how we can push this forward. Aubrey, same goes for you, Rick, you as well. Dan, Alfred, you guys already know. But we're gonna log off here soon because I want to go and get something to eat, and this has been a long call. Uh,
All right. Look,
but
I vote that I want to have two conversations. One with you, Omari.
yeah,
We'll communicate by email or text or whatever, and we'll work
yeah,
that
call
out. Yeah, we'll work it out. And two, I want to have a nuts and bolts conversation right after this, um, with um, um, with Richard and with Audrey and whoever else that
Aubrey.
they might want to come. Aubrey, sorry about that. Aubrey. But
Audrey
whoever
is a
else you
girl's
all
name.
might want to come, to come onto it. But
Sure.
there's a couple issues that I think we need to really cover.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Okay.
all right, guys. Does anybody else like to add?
Gregory, or anyone who would like to, we could go to the BityPOD.net to meet, backslash to
Yeah,
meet, the
yeah,
one we've been at
yeah,
before.
yeah. Okay. And Ricky, I think it's okay to go with Octa 3, right? Because you've been using that term, right? But internally, as long as we know, right, I have to have my own system because that's it's easier for me. But for
Of
general
course.
public, Octa 3, basically that's and we have two versions of Octa 3 now, right? So
Large.
yeah,
I think well, I'm of course working on a new website for Podnet,
yeah,
and connected to that is the Podnet shop. I hope that well, in March we will have a pretty good idea of the
yes,
structure of the
yeah,
website, and therefore the structure of the categories.
yeah,
So I will of course share that with all of you, and to look for them to get the feedback,
sure,
and I'm sure that we will brainstorm and land it so that we can categorize this and
yeah,
standardize some of the
yeah,
products, so that
sure,
we can both have the products and the concepts.
yeah,
So
Sure, and that's I guess that's important to mention also, Rick. Thank you for mentioning that because I too am working on the SolaRoof website, right? SolaRoof International, and it's supposed to be collaborative. It's like an 8-month process apparently. I'm working with this website. Freaking
these
expensive.
these websites, of course, we aim to have them interlinked, so that
yeah, interlink, yeah,
whether it's
Yeah,
the
absolutely.
SolaRoof
Well,
yeah,
website
well,
or
that's why I say, right?
yeah,
Because the idea is we have to be able to facilitate
yeah,
every potential possible
right,
commissioner to come to SolaRoof,
yeah,
right? So this website is going to be structured very much like it's going to be product built, which means when you click on SolaRoof International, you're going to see a link, or not really a link. It's going to be sort of like
yeah,
a map, and you can click on where you are in the world. You can click there, you can see your regional
okay,
commissioners. You can say, okay, there's Aubrey here and with the PyraPOD, and
yeah,
you have Michael over here with the XYZ pod or whatever, right?
yeah,
And we have Bubble Fun here in Bermuda. You can click on there and you're going to get a product list. And that's why it's important to understand what these things are called,
yeah,
because when you get that product list for SolaRoof International, we're not doing 100 SKUs, right? You have
I know, yeah,
4 SKUs. You can go with your Octa 3 or Octa 6 City Pod or something smaller. Everything else is going to be a unique model, right? So if you want a specialty design, you can get that. But 4 SKUs, you can choose from 50 grand, 250, or you're building a city pod. You have to call, so we have to develop it. But that's it, right? It's going to be streamlined. It's going to be really simple and easy so people can click on it and
okay,
understand it. But the thing is, we're collaborating so much information because people need to know what a commissioner is, what the breakdown is, right? What are they signing up for? What is the technology? What are the patents? What does open source mean? Right? All of that stuff has to be expressed, and a lot of that I'm doing in the background. But that's going to be sort of I want it to be a central place for people to go to understand what this is. But that too is a process. While
yeah,
we're doing that, we're going to be building we're building this POC, right, of raising money and fundraising efforts. So there's a lot of stuff happening in the background here. Trust me, we're not sitting on our hands. So it's just collaborating. Like, this is a great phone call, and we have some really, really great minds on this call. We can all come together, right, to put this stuff together. So let's definitely have that call. And Ricky, I think you and I need to speak as well, because if you're working on that website, you can help me do
Yeah, it is of a vital importance, especially at this early stage, that we coordinate with the content on the site, so that we don't contradict or kind of overlap.
Yeah. Understood. Well, guys, I'm going for lunch. So this was a great conversation.
Yeah.
If anyone else has anything else to say, I know Greg, you, Richard, and Aubrey are about to get on your call.
Yeah.
I don't know. It is what it is, guys. So thank you all for your time. And if anyone needs me, you all know where to get me.
Sure.
Hey, Richard and Aubrey, what platform you used in the
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's called 2.BityPOD.net. Then
if you Aubrey, you can send that in the chat.
Okay.
You can send the hyperlink in the chat,
right.
so everyone.
Yeah, I do that. Okay. Yeah. I just copy. Where's
That's
my?
The one
I closed. I closed.
Yeah, sometimes we came to /R Nelson, but this time let's go to the
go to Meet. Yeah, because that's the place I stay all the time. As long as I'm at the computer.
Numeral 2. So \numeral 2 MEET to Meet.
Try to plug it in the chat, Aubrey. And
I will join you, even though it's just listening. I'm going out for an evening walk. So
okay.
Good session. We'll catch up soon.
Yeah. All right.
Bye. Bye.
All right. Thanks, guys.
All right. I'm not going to cut this until the info is shared in the chat. So you guys know where to go.
Where is it? Oh, so slow.
You got it?
I got it. Yeah. Okay. Pasting. There.
There we go.
All right. Got it.
Yeah. Let me grab it. Let me grab it here. Okay. All right, I got it.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna cut it, guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
See you. Bye.
Good meeting.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
All right, guys.